StanleyDRosenberg, Accessing the Healing Power of the Vagus Nerve, Self-Help Exercises for Anxiety, Depression, Trauma, and Autism. Discover the transformative power of the vagus nerve in Stanley.Rosenberg's book, Accessing the Healing Power of the Vagus Nerve, Self-Help Exercises for Anxiety, Depression, Trauma, and Autism. This book unravels the vital connection between our cranial nerves, with a particular focus on the vagus nerve, and the importance of social engagement in maintaining overall well-being. Journey through the insightful polyvagal theory, the different settings for our nervous systems, and uncover simple therapeutic techniques to regulate and improve your mental and physical health. Be prepared to enhance your understanding of the human nervous system and unlock the potential to promote holistic healing.
Cranial nerves and social engagement. When was the last time you felt truly relaxed? Chances are, you were sharing a moment of social engagement with a loved one. StanleyDRosenberg attributes this state of ease to our cranial nerves, specifically those that facilitate social interaction. An essential part of our nervous system, cranial nerves not only contribute to our physical well-being but also play an active role in shaping our emotional lives. So, let's delve into the world of cranial nerves and their impact on our social connections. Imagine the sensation of pure relaxation, sharing a meal with a friend, taking a stroll with your family, or enjoying an intimate moment. These situations evoke a state of social engagement in which our body and mind can rest, recover, and build emotional bonds. Central to this experience is our cranial nerves, especially the vagus nerve, the longest of the 12. Our nervous system focuses on one main objective: keeping our body alive. Each of the 12 cranial nerves contributes to this goal. While some assist in finding, consuming, and digesting food, like the 9th cranial nerve, CN9, which enables tasting and swallowing, others deal with our emotional well-being. Our emotional health is tightly intertwined with our social connections. 5 crucial cranial nerves help facilitate social engagement, and if any are not functioning correctly, our relationships and overall survival can suffer. Take the spinal sympathetic nervous system as an example. It's a collection of cranial and spinal nerves that activate the fight-or-flight response. While helpful when facing imminent danger, such as a lion attack, it can turn detrimental if triggered during day-to-day stress, causing restlessness or aggression and hindering social interactions. In short, our cranial nerves are essential in governing various aspects of our life, from our physical needs to our emotional well-being. Through understanding the evolutionary purposes of these nerves, we can nurture better social relationships and enhance our holistic health. Unraveling the polyvagal theory. Diving into the fascinating world of cranial nerves, the vagus nerve stands out as essential for social engagement. Moreover, the polyvagal theory by Stephen Porges uncovers that our nervous systems don't just have 2 settings, stress or relaxation, but rather 5 unique settings. These conditions range from relaxed social engagement to fight-or-flight responses and immobilization. Understanding these complex aspects of the vagus nerve can help develop effective treatments for chronic stress states and improve overall well-being. The vagus nerve, often dubbed as the wanderer, weaves a long path from the brain stem, through the chest, and into the abdomen, playing a significant role in social interactions. Contrary to past beliefs that the nervous system had only 2 states, stress or relaxation, Stephen Porges' polyvagal theory suggests 5 diverse settings. Among these, the first setting is social engagement, characterized by a relaxed state without looming danger. The second one, the fight-or-flight response or mobilization with fear, occurs when the spinal sympathetic system kicks in during perceived threats. The third setting, immobilization with fear, happens in extreme situations when the body freezes to preserve resources. This response activates the dorsal, or rear, vagus nerve, consequently lowering blood pressure and relaxing muscles. The fourth setting is immobilization without fear, arising when both the dorsal and ventral vagus nerves engage, often encouraging intimate and comforting activities such as cuddling. Lastly, mobilization without fear occurs when the ventral vagus combines with the fight or flight response, promoting friendly competition. Unfortunately, some people may find themselves trapped in chronic states of mobilization or immobilization with fear. By understanding these nervous system settings, treatments can be developed to address chronic stress and improve mental well-being. Unlock ventral vagus power. A chronically fearful nervous system can result in physical and emotional exhaustion. To combat this, StanleyDRosenberg proposes an easily accessible technique to activate the ventral vagus nerve, leading to improved well-being. By using a simple 2-minute exercise, Rosenberg has helped clients struggling with various conditions to boost their health and enhance personal and professional relationships. Experiencing fear unnecessarily can be both psychologically and physically draining. It happens when the dorsal vagus nerve is overactive, inducing a state of fear that leaves people feeling weak and fatigued. Similarly, an overactive fight or flight response can be exhausting, as it amplifies heart rates, blood pressure, and sugar levels. So, how can one tackle these detrimental chronic states? StanleyDRosenberg, a body therapist, asserts that activating the ventral vagus nerve is the answer to improved well-being. Having worked extensively with craniosacral massage, Rosenberg found that polyvagal theory validated the experiences of his clients at his Copenhagen clinic. Combining both approaches, he devised straightforward therapies to regulate the nervous system. One such therapy is a 2-minute routine that has proven successful in activating the ventral vagus nerve for hundreds of clients. These individuals have not only experienced significant improvements in their health but have also witnessed positive impacts on their work and social lives. However, before suggesting this therapy, Rosenberg first assesses whether the ventral vagus nerve is malfunctioning. He does this through a simple test where clients repeatedly say, "Ah." By observing the uvula and the soft tissue arches near it, Rosenberg can determine the functioning of the ventral vagus nerve. If the arches lift asymmetrically, it indicates a problem with the nerve, and the client could benefit from Rosenberg's easy 2-minute exercise. Activating your ventral vagus nerve. The basic exercise, designed by Rosenberg, is a powerful 2-minute technique to activate the ventral vagus nerve, improving social engagement, neck mobility, and blood flow to your brain stem. Start by lying on your back with interwoven fingers supporting your head. Look far right and left without moving your head, waiting for relaxation signs like swallowing, yawning, or sighing. This easy exercise works by aligning vertebrae and engaging the suboccipital muscles, helping enhance one's well-being. The ventral vagus nerve is crucial for enhancing social engagement, neck mobility, and blood flow to the brain stem. Rosenberg's exercise, simply called the basic exercise, is a quick, 2-minute routine designed to activate this nerve, which can result in significant improvements in both physical and emotional well-being. To get started with this remarkably simple yet effective technique, here's what you need to do. First, lie down on your back with your hands interwoven, then place your hands behind your head for support, allowing your head to rest comfortably on your fingers. Take a moment to feel the firmness of your head and fingers, and acknowledge the connection between them. Now, keeping your head stationary, direct your eyes to the far right without turning your head. Hold this position for about 30 seconds to a minute, until you notice a signal of relaxation such as swallowing, yawning, or sighing. Once the relaxation kicks in, bring your gaze back to the center, and then shift it towards the far left, once again holding this position until relaxation is felt. But what actually makes this exercise so powerful? The secret behind the basic exercise lies in the two pivotal components it targets. Firstly, by allowing your head to rest on your hands, you enable the neck muscles to unwind and realign two essential vertebrae, thereby alleviating the pressure on the cranial nerves. Secondly, shifting your eyes from right to left engages tiny muscles known as suboccipital muscles, located at the base of the skull. To feel the activation of these muscles, place a finger just below the skull's rear edge and move your eyes around. You will sense the subtle motion underneath your fingertip. While this exercise may seem almost too simple, its benefits are immense, leading to potentially life-changing effects for those with complicated health issues. By practicing the basic exercise regularly, you'll be able to experience enhanced social engagement and overall health improvement, derived from this miraculous ventral vagus nerve activation technique. Unleashing the ventral vagus nerve. The prevalence of pharmaceuticals and surgery in Western medicine could be mitigated by focusing on the ventral vagus nerve's impact on physical health. By improving its function, the severity of various health problems can be reduced, lessening the need for prescription medication or surgery. One example is the remarkable recovery of a patient with COPD using Rosenberg's techniques, which target the ventral vagus nerve. Pharmaceuticals and surgery dominate Western medicine, with hundreds of thousands of people undergoing surgeries every year in the US alone, despite the questionable long-term effectiveness of some operations. A shift could occur if doctors explored the far-reaching influence of the nervous system, particularly the ventral vagus nerve, on physical health. In his practice, Rosenberg observed that by improving the function of the ventral vagus nerve, numerous health issues' severity could be reduced, consequently decreasing the dependence on prescription medication or surgery. However, always consult a doctor before discontinuing any prescribed medication. A powerful example of the potential in harnessing the ventral vagus nerve lies in tackling COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, a debilitating condition that affects around 329 million people globally and was the third leading cause of death in 2012. Rosenberg's techniques demonstrated remarkable success in treating a patient suffering from COPD. The patient, a 44-year-old man who previously led an active life, found himself struggling to climb a single flight of stairs due to his debilitating COPD. Rosenberg assessed the man's ventral vagus nerve function and guided him through the basic exercise, which led to improved breathing. After addressing a suspected hernia, Rosenberg asked the man to attempt the stairs once again. This time, he effortlessly climbed 4 flights and descended without needing a break. Hospital tests corroborated the man's recovery, with his lung function test improving from 70% to 102%. Thanks to Rosenberg's techniques, the patient even planned a cycling holiday with his brother, an activity he believed he would never enjoy again. Rosenberg's focus on the ventral vagus nerve has significantly improved the lives of patients suffering from various physical ailments. Furthermore, his methods can also positively impact individuals battling psychological disorders, as subsequent sections will explore. Transforming lives with ventral vagus activation. Physical problems sometimes stem from psychological roots, while certain psychological issues can be tackled through physical means. In particular, activating the ventral vagus nerve has proven to be beneficial for those suffering from psychological disorders, including autism spectrum disorders. Autism is a rapidly growing developmental disorder, wreaking a heavy financial and emotional burden on families. Individuals with autism often exhibit chronic activity in their spinal sympathetic system and dorsal vagus nerve, resulting in hypersensitivity and fearful responses. Body therapist Rosenberg, although not qualified to treat psychological problems, has developed techniques to release restrictions in cranial nerves, demonstrating remarkable transformations in individuals who previously struggled with various aspects of their disorder. The life-changing potential of these therapies can be experienced even by those without specific diagnoses, showcasing the incredible power of the ventral vagus activation.
In Accessing the Healing Power of the Vagus Nerve, Stanley.Rosenberg enlightens readers on the incredible impact of the vagus nerve on our mental and physical well-being. Through an exploration of the polyvagal theory, we gain a deeper understanding of the various settings of our nervous systems. Rosenberg introduces his simple, 2-minute basic exercise, designed to activate the ventral vagus nerve and improve social engagement, mobility, and brain function. The positive results extend to treating physical ailments like COPD, as well as psychological disorders like autism. Tap into the healing power of the vagus nerve, and you might be surprised by the potential for transformation within your own life.